everybody. Quiet, listen to me. We're going to start a show. Now, some of you...
Got the camera in the wrong position and everything. Just adjust that. All right. Should be popping up here in just a second. All right, good morning, everyone. We're going to tackle some more main scenario. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of RPG Time. We're going to be trying to tackle all of the main story quest before the next expansion comes out. Ooh, that was a good one. Can't wait to get into Heavensward. I'm actually not all that tired today.
You too.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Hebrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
The chrysalis now available. Yeah. It should be. But it's not. Let's not talk about that day. I was so damn out of it. Morning. Just waking up? Awesome. Ah, here we go. Oops. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, let's go ahead and withdraw. I'll wait for you.
howdy, mouse.
Hello. It's a lovely morning.
Indeed. I slept a good bit. I slept a good bit.
I kind of just sleepwalked my way through work today. Still got everything done and then some. I wasn't literally running everywhere.
Nice to have those kinds of nights, eh?
Yeah. And there was plenty to do up until the end. Like the last 30 minutes we were kind of like, yeah, we're double checking everything. Wink, wink. I do not remember the chrysalis.
I'll be honest, I don't remember this fight either, but it shouldn't be too bad because... Like, what level dungeon is it?
50.
Well, trial. Yeah. It's a Realm Reborn, so it shouldn't be too terrible.
I was seriously considering reinstalling 11. The game is so brutal, though. Like, you have to have a party of 4 people just to kill crabs on the beach.
I don't even think I have 11.
I would love it if they would, like, make a, version of 11 that you could play offline by yourself or co-op with friends. Like, that would be something... I mean, because there's a lot of lore and cool stuff there. It's just you had to be the most hardcore of the hardcore to really get anywhere in that game back in the day. Like, outside of the level 1 to level 10 zones, you needed a full party to kill anything.
Oh, wow.
I was a white mage.
Okay. I was running a few of the older dungeons I hadn't actually done before. I was running them solo last night. It was quite interesting.
Did you get anything cool?
I farmed one of them for a mount. And then Ranga ended up getting me to run the Stormblood era Final Fantasy meets Monster Hunter stuff.
Oh, cool.
That's going to be a bit of a grind just to get that mount.
I was thinking of getting Monster Hunter for the PSP. Because I jailbroke my PSP and now I can play quote-unquote backup copies. I saw this meme. This kid like runs up to his dad. He's like, "Dad, I'm hungry. Let's eat." And he says, he's like, "I'm the CEO of a video game company in the 90s, and you can't eat tonight because somebody pirated a game that hasn't been commercially available for 25 years."
Wow. They're going to go that low because they decided to stop selling a product and then go that low because, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, there's a video game preservation community that already has a hacked version of the online capabilities of the Wii U and the 3DS. So like you can use their methods to jailbreak both of those and still play online through their servers. All I gotta say is I hope they protect their identity, because as soon as Nintendo finds out who any of them are, like, Nintendo doesn't mess around with that.
Yeah, I'm totally aware of that. I don't have a Wii U, or I don't have a Wii U, so it doesn't really affect me.
Well, it's like if they're gonna turn the servers off, you know what I mean? It's like you're obviously not, you don't care to make money off of it anymore. And it's like, what's it gonna hurt letting people play Mario Kart 7 online, you know? Or even Smash Brothers.
They'd rather you upgrade to their latest hottest so they can keep milking you.
You want to know what what I really want to know? Why in the hell did we get every Pikmin game on the Switch before they released Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD? I just don't understand it. Like, Pikmin? Like, who the hell plays Pikmin?
So wait, they finally released Twilight Princess and such on the Switch?
No, man, they haven't even done a Nintendo Direct for it. But Pikmin 1, 2, and 3 got a re-release on the Switch, and Pikmin 4 just came out. Well, just came out. It's been out for over a year now, but still, you got all 4 Pikmin games. Like I said, who the hell plays Pikmin? Like, did it really make them that much more money Like, I mean, Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD would sell at least 100,000 or so copies. At the very least.
I mean, hell, I'd be one of those people.
Me too. Of course, I could always just go to a certain location online and acquire a backup version of Twilight Princess for the GameCube. But I'm not going to do that because I'm holding out that they'll... I don't know. They were talking about a Switch Pro that would be able to do 4K at 60 frames per second. Maybe that's what they're waiting for? I don't know.
Who knows? Nintendo is just so unpredictable, you can't really tell what they are planning. But unlike the other console giants, Nintendo definitely does put out a lot of quality titles.
Oh yeah.
Like compared to the other console manufacturers and compared to the other game devs, the folk working on the software for the Nintendo consoles are just tend to do way better than for Sony's PlayStation and Microsoft's Xbox.
Yeah, man, like, Starfield... I wanted to like that game so badly.
Starfield was a... Starfield, in my opinion, it was a little bit of a disappointment. I actually did have fun with it, but it was just a bit of a disappointment with the whole, we're going to give you this vast amount of space, but we're going to break it up by load screens.
Yeah, see... The load screens was one thing, and the fact that... It just, to me, it just felt like a reskin of Fallout and Skyrim. Like, I felt like I was playing the same game I've been playing for the past, like, damn near 20 years at this point. I just didn't feel like it brought anything new to the table.
It didn't. It was definitely following Bethesda's tried and true formula.
Which, don't get me wrong, I had fun with it. I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, I definitely enjoyed it myself. It just felt same-ish to me.
I hope the new Fable is going to be good.
Only time can tell.
I thought it was funny, like, I watched my friend play through Fable 2, and he basically, he had a gun, and he played through the game like it was, like Sniper Ghost Warrior, like, basically just creeping forward and shooting all of the enemies. Man, you know what's really sad, though, is Soul Calibur. Like, I had so much fun with Soul Calibur, and now it's like I don't even know if they're gonna continue the series.
It's kind of hard to tell, really. Especially with how secretive the gaming industry kind of is. Let's hide all the information because we don't want to spoil everything, but we also don't want to hype people up too.
All I know is that Japanese devs are kicking the crap out of American devs right now. As far as AAA.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Considering the game we're playing right now is primarily developed by Japanese devs. And boy, is it a good one.
Well, that's what, like... I'm gonna stop reading reviews of video games and reading social media posts about video games because there's so much crap out there. Like, I don't really care if a game, like, I don't care if a game is perfect. I only care that the gameplay is good. Okay? Like, Diablo 3, case in point. I have not seen a single cutscene from Diablo 3 that can be skipped because I just did not care. I was playing the game before it was even in Friends and Family Alpha, and I knew right away. I was like, I do not even want to know what the rest of the story is gonna be, you know. And I just have fun killing crap, you know, and I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with all of that. I just... Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not reading reviews and social media posts about games anymore. I'm gonna just watch people stream it. Because there are so many games that are like, oh my god, it's terrible, and it's like, well, it's not terrible, it's just not... It's not Game of the Year, you know?
It's not Game of the Year, and I've noticed a lot of games nowadays, especially when they require, like, online functionality, they tend to underestimate when it comes to server demands.
Yeah.
So their poor servers are generally overworked.
Ooh, is that a striking dummy? No. Maniac Manor. Nice. You ever played Maniac Mansion back in the day?
No.
It's a point-and-click adventure. I had it for the original Nintendo. Had some of the best music on the NES. This is badass. That was bright. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so apparently I wasn't supposed to do that. Whoa! That was not the direction I thought it was going to be. Nice. 100 tombstones. Okay.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this? No. No! Cannot! No!
Use Tube Samadhi to gather ether. Quickly! Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis, I understand now. The choice you made in death. There is life. Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Moonbreeder. She's gone. You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands. Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens. Yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hither to the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice, was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered, and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Hmm. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to my money, and now I have, like, over almost 500,000 gil.
That is awesome.
Yeah, for the level I'm at, that's pretty damn nice.
As far as guild goes, I'm up to 734,000.
Nice. Forgot what Phil had said. There's some things that sell for like several million on the market.
Wiser. But I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you?
I actually have one thing that
and so we shall.
probably
we shall
fetches a
defend
good
this realm and her people
100,500. I'm just holding on to it.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
Yeah, yesterday I did all the hard mode primals.
Nice. In about 4 hours from now, I've got a few plans for running treasure maps with another group of buddies. I should be able to make a decent amount of gil off of that too.
Man, I can't wait to like actually be up to date with the end game, like after the new expansion comes out and everything, after I've gone through all the MSQ. Because then I'm going to grind rep and professions. I love doing that kind of stuff.
That's currently what I've been doing, is the professions, and thanks to Fail, I've kind of started grinding the reputations as well. I've started collecting a reputation with the A Realm Reborn beast tribes. You're working on the post A Realm Reborn main scenario now.
What's up?
Any clothes you want me to put in the washing machine?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that?
I said you're working on the post A Realm Reborn main scenario right now, it looks like.
Yeah. It's a long one.
Yeah, it's the longest bit of patch content between expansions.
I should probably do my daily, but I'm kind of really wanting just to get out of A Realm Reborn.
How well is your current equipped gear?
I'm over item level 100. I think I'm like 110.
You have the full 130 set?
No. I have a bunch of 110 pieces and some 130. I think, yeah, one of my rings is 70. Wrist is 70. Belt is, or excuse me, choker is 70.
Obviously, the earring is 530.
Yeah.
Gotta love the pre-order earring. Have you done the Crystal Tower Raid series yet?
I don't think so.
Because that is also a requirement to get into Heavensward.
Oh.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Yeah, I heard there's somebody working on a fan mod for Final Fantasy VI. They are currently looking for voice actors.
Interesting.
Is that what I think it is?
I still need to finish getting the Pixel Remaster series on Steam.
Oh.
I haven't been able to afford it, really.
Yeah, I knew I was following it when they were coming out originally, and I saved up $100 just to make sure I had enough to get it when it finally did come out. I gotta say, Final Fantasy III, amazing game. I need to go back and 100% Final Fantasy 2 and 3. I did 100% of Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster. God, it took me like 3 hours to find the final 2 chests that I was missing.
There we go, I adjusted the order of my wish list. As I tend to do every now and then.
Yeah, I need to get, I need to buy a copy of, Chrono Trigger. Or I guess I've got it for PS1, but like the load times, ew. It's like, why do you have to load? Like, the enemies are just wandering around in the main game, and every time I get in a battle, I have to, like, wait. It's like, what is it even loading?
I have Chrono Trigger on Steam.
Ugh. I thought it was funny. My ex-wife got so pissed at me because we had been playing Chrono Trigger, and she ended up falling asleep, and I beat the game, and I was like, you know, wake up, man! I beat the game, and it was the PlayStation version, so they had like the anime cutscenes at the end, and I couldn't get it. She woke up for a second. She's like, look, I'll just watch it later, and she goes back to sleep. I'm like, okay. And then she wakes up a few hours later. She's like, "So where'd you leave off in Chrono Trigger?" I was like, "I beat it. I got the best ending. Like I tried to get you to watch it." And she's like, "Why didn't you wake me up?" Like,
I did, but you just brushed me off. I'm gonna go ahead and drop group in case you end up with a solo instance during your MSQ shenanigans.
alrighty.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Slowly creeping up on 500,000. I think we're about to...
Do I keep disconnecting, or do you disconnect?
Let's see. I don't think it's me. I don't have any notifications about, I really did like the Final Fantasy XVI event. I think it's so stupid. Somebody posted, like, I can't stand tribalism, okay? Like, when it comes to things like video games, because you had all these Xbox bros, and they're like, oh, look at that, Final Fantasy XVI is the worst-selling Final Fantasy of all time, and I'm like, you guys are idiots, because you're looking at physical copies and only in what's sold in Japan. Like, so many people bought it digital.
The problem is it's come from Square Enix themselves that it's underperformed. And it's underperformed because Square Enix decided to go ahead and get the bag from Sony and go exclusive with the PlayStation 5.
Exactly.
When will Square Enix learn?
Well, it's like Razor Fist. Razor Fist was like, look, Square Enix doesn't want to be bought by Sony at this point. They need to be bought to sustain expectations of profit.
No. What needs to happen is Square needs to tell Sony to fuck off with their exclusivity contracts.
Yeah.
Just go multi-plat.
Well, I mean, Dawn Trail is gonna be on Xbox, so that's one step in the right direction. I mean, honestly, back in the day, Square told Nintendo to get fucked and went to you know, took everything over to Sony. I mean, because I remember being into Final Fantasy, and this was like back in the days before everybody was online, and all I knew was Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3. Little did I know 2 and 3 were actually 4 and 6. And then when 7 came out, they were like, nope, no more bullshit. This is Final Fantasy 7.
I'm just personally just annoyed and burnt out of this whole exclusivity bullshit.
At least Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was only 3 months exclusive.
Really? It's already come out on PC?
No. They're still working on the PC port.
Then how is it only 3 months exclusive?
Well, technically, now they are allowed to put it elsewhere. They just haven't yet.
This is the first time I've ever heard of this. How do you know how do you know the duration of their exclusivity contract? Do you secretly work for Square Enix?
No. That's just what I heard. I heard it in passing that it was 3 months.
So you're perpetuating the rumor mill.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I'm of those kinds of people where if you're gonna tell me something and act as if that's fact, I want to see proof. I want to see sources.
Okay. Let me see.
I want to see solid evidence from the horse's mouth.
I originally saw it on Twitter, but let's see. Yeah. The Final Fantasy VII's 7 Rebirths PS5 exclusivity ends in May.
And is that a press release on Square Enix's website?
No.
So again, rumor mill. It needs to come from Square Enix themselves.
Okay. It says Final Fantasy VII Rebirth State of Play presentation has revealed that it's only exclusive to PS5 until May 29th. So their source was State of Play. Which again isn't technically Square Enix, but
technically that's Sony, but
yeah.
It is what it is.
Yup.
Nothing against journalists out there. I just like to have solid, concrete proof.
Well, yeah, when I saw it on Twitter, somebody said it was 3 months, and somebody basically that seemed like they had some kind of inside knowledge said not to expect it like right at the end of the 3-month exclusivity because they're not. Square Enix is probably not going to just force it out onto Steam or Epic or whatever else. They're gonna probably try to make sure they do a good job of it. Of course, everybody's got a blue check mark these days.
Yeah, that's why I don't use Twitter for my news. It's become as unreliable as Wikipedia itself.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. I saw somebody. There's these the teachers that post some of their students' assignments on Twitter, and this kid said the first U.S. president was Getty Images. And it had a picture of George Washington from Getty Images with the Getty Images watermark in the corner. I was like, oh my god. Why did I spam it? Damn it. Hold on. I'm so bad about that.
Yay, more donuts.
Man. I could go... No, I'm too fat. I can't be eating donuts and stuff all the time. I was about to get up and go back across the street and buy donuts from the gas station.
I just got used to calling more donut just more donuts. And then Fail ended up picking that up from me.
It is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphinaud is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions, and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
I know this is something stupid to be impressed by with Final Fantasy XIV, but the ambience, like, of just the weather sounds is amazing.
Yeah, they've definitely got just the environment, the minute details of the environment just down very well.
Like,
they've done it pretty dang good.
Like, when it's cloudy here, sometimes I find myself, like, taking my part of my headset off just to, like, is it actually raining outside? No, that's the game. Okay. Yeah, speaking of exclusivity, when Resident Evil 7 came out, they had a 1-year exclusivity on the VR version of Resident Evil 7. PlayStation VR only. Honestly, now that they have the, they've released a third-person perspective for Resident Evil 7 and 8, I may actually go back and play them. But yeah, I really hope they release 16 on PC sometime relatively soon. That would be nice. So we don't have to wait as long as we had to wait for 15.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Braves' intervention.
Uldar has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again. If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
I like Samurai so much more than Bard.
You could always switch to Samurai.
No, I'm on Samurai right now. I'm like it a lot more than Bard.
Ah, okay.
All right.
To me!
I miss back in the day when that was a 8-person fight. Time for more donuts. Uh-oh. Vision's starting to split. Probably a little too tired.
Mayhaps it's sleepy time then?
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out and putting up with me.
Well, I definitely enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no worries. Just gonna finish this cutscene. So I know coming up there's like a good 30 minutes of cutscene leading up to actually being in Heavensward.
Make sure you work on that Crystal Tower side quest. It's a series of 3 Alliance raids you need to do.
Ah, okay.
Because you won't be able to finish off the MSQ until you get that done.
Okay, I'm just gonna log out here. Okay. Alright, let's see if there's anybody to raid. I like how I go to Failhat's channel so much if I just put the letter T in my... I like how I go to Failhat's... Oh, whoa. No streamception. If I press T in for Twitch, it autofills Failhat's URL.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anybody in our immediate community